like a rat again.
Covington Crossing. Beverly first. Remember? Yeah.
One moment, please. I have a list here. If he was on the... I don't see him on this list. How about you do that while I'm getting phone calls? We got a DJ outside. I noticed him on the DJ. a bad football team.
Well, this is a massive year for him, right?
Yep.
Because it's supposed to be a bad football team. It's a team that doesn't have a whole lot of depth at wide receiver. That the only guy that caught passes at wide receiver for this team in 2020 is Quintez Cephas. So you bring in a couple of free agent guys like Perriman and Williams, and we'll see what they can do. And you drafted St. Brown. You have Hawkinson to rely on, but it's that offensive line that makes it possible for Jared Goff to be successful. And shoring it up with a first-round pick, with a tackle that, by all accounts, is a can't-miss guy, that should help out. That you add another running back, the guy they got from the Green Bay Packers, and that's going to help out with the running game. And you're starting to give more reps to your own players. And I like how the offense is kind of setting up, because it is a big test for Jared Goff. If he passes, well, then you feel a lot better about it.
Maybe he gets 2 years, because is it fair to judge him on a bad football team? They should be better in 2022, but they still have 2 first-round picks in the next 2 drafts where they could take a young quarterback and hand him the keys. 248-539-9797.
That's one of the, and I touched on it earlier. It's one of the things you have to look at with the draft is it's not just the draft you just had. And when you have a team that's chock full of needs, it's looking ahead at future drafts and seeing and getting a jump start on what you think those players are going to be. And maybe that's why they passed on, say, an Ojulari in the second round, because they wanted the guy they loved, was Enrique, and they think, you know what, next year we can address the Rudge Escher by taking the guy from Oregon or the guy from Purdue if they're available. That's an area where they can do it. The same thing goes with the quarterback position. You know what? We're going to take the offensive line, because that's going to give any quarterback a great opportunity, whether we look at free agency, whether it's Jared Goff, or whether we draft one down the road. And maybe they do or don't like the quarterbacks in 2022. We won't know. Maybe they really love the quarterbacks in 2023. We don't know, but I think good GMs are planning 1 or 2 years in advance when it comes to the draft.
Just a reminder, coming up today at 1:48, Gator is going to drink beer out of a shoe, because he made a shoot the boot guarantee after the first round of the draft that Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah would not be drafted, will be gone before the Lions picked in the second round, and he wasn't gone. And so Gator has selected a boot, and that boot will that boot will be, he's showing it now on the Twitch feed. You'll be able to watch live on twitch.tv.
It's too bad, because I love this pair of boots too.
With the dog ate the other one, so you're loving this. 248-539-9797. Champ, Holmes, Eiserman, and Weaver. Chump, Avila. That's from Kyle in Southfield. Champ, Brad Holmes for this draft. Chump, Coach Osborne of Michigan. He's been there how long? And he's already trying to give MSU bulletin board material. I don't know what that was. I don't know the purpose of that at all. Justin Fields will be a stud. Passing on him will haunt the Lions for years to come. At least we have Goff. Sarcasm. That's from Josh in South Lion. Lions want to run the ball, stop the run, and they will be better at both now. This is Detroit tough. 248-539-9797. It's Carson Anderson, 97.1.
Well, you want that green lush lawn this summer. Trust me, you want that, right? Because it looks fantastic. It feels fantastic underneath your feet. And the only way you're going to get that is make sure you take care of any weed problems you have, like dandelions or crabgrass, because they're going to choke out your lawn, rob the water and nutrients. Give Natural Way Lawn and Tree Service a call right now. 888-GET-GREENER. NaturalWayLawn.com. For a limited time, they still have this awesome deal where you can purchase a full lawn program and get free grub control and free surface insect control, but you have to mention my name, Gator, and the station's 97.1 The Ticket. Told you about crabgrass. If you see it in the summertime, it's too late. It's already choked out your lawn. Take care of it now. It's not too late to treat for crabgrass. And if you've looked up and down your neighbor's yards right now, you may see the dandelions. Maybe you see them on your own yard. If you do, give them a call right now. They'll take care of it. Natural Way's been a locally owned company for over 30 years. They've held the same pricing for years. They don't treat for one issue and then tell you they have a problem that's something completely different, so they have to treat it. They do things the right way. If you're like me, you just don't, you don't care. You just want the problems fixed, right? Just get it done. Natural Way gets it done. Give them a call. 888-GET-GREEN or go to naturalwaylawn.com.
Truck is the leader in all things moving, and now junk removal service. So whether you are looking to simplify your next home or business move, or just need help with that spring cleaning project, go to twomeninatruck.com and get a quote today. This Odyssey.com Sports Minute is brought to you by Northville Lumber.
This is David Amendolara with an Odyssey Sports Minute, sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. The Aaron Rodgers saga continues to burn, and the latest report from Yahoo Sports pours a tank of gasoline on the inferno. Reportedly, Rodgers is saying it's me or the GM that drafted my replacement. You choose Packers, or else I'll retire. This is in hindsight being 2020. Most of the football world knew Rodgers was not going to be happy with his replacement being drafted a few months after he got them to the NFC Championship game. Pretty obviously still has an elite game. He was the MVP this season. If we know anything about Rodgers, that he lives with chips and grievances. It's what he's made of. So good luck to Jordan Love. If you stay, you better be good enough to take over for a legend. If not, just got your GM fired for picking you. This is David Amendolara.
Welcome to AutoZone, where we've got more ways to get what you need fast and take care of that fall tune-up. With our free same-day store pickup, you can order online and pick it up today at your local AutoZone. Or we can bring it to you with our free next-day delivery. Just order on AutoZone.com by 10 p.m. and we'll have it at your front door the next day. Getting your job done just got easier. Free next-day delivery on eligible orders. Restrictions at AutoZone.com.
For the ones who get going when the going gets tough. And the ones who know we're tougher together. For the Pathfinders breaking new ground. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as fast access to experts and 24/7 customer support. Because we know you have people depending on you, so you can always depend on us. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
For many homeowners, your crawl space is a place you never go, or maybe only when it's absolutely necessary. It's nasty, wet, and moldy, or maybe your floors are sinking. Well, it doesn't have to stay that way. Encapsulating your crawl space with Foundation Systems of Michigan's exclusive system keeps moisture out, protecting your home and making it more comfortable. Stop living over an unhealthy crawl space. Call the experts at Foundation Systems of Michigan for your free inspection.
T-Mobile is bringing 5G from big cities to small towns across America. We've been investing billions to light up the largest and fastest 5G network. And now, according to competitive data from Umlaut, T-Mobile is the most reliable 5G network too. To celebrate, we're inviting everyone to upgrade their experience. Introducing the free 5G upgrade. Bring any working cell phone to T-Mobile and trade it in for a free 5G Samsung Galaxy. Still have a flip phone? If it can make a call, you can trade it in. Plus, all our plans include 5G access on the full T-Mobile network at no extra cost. Now that's an upgrade. T-Mobile is America's leader in 5G. Experience it today with a free 5G upgrade. Visit a neighborhood store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Phone fee at 24 bill credits while supplies last plus tax. If you cancel credit, stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit, service, and undamaged trading required. Most reliable according to independent third-party Google Health and crowdsourced user experience data from September 2020 to February 2021. Details at T-Mobile.com.
There are no sweeter sounds. Hear the game. Here. All the play-by-play all season is on 97.1, The Ticket, and the Odyssey app.
I couldn't be more thankful to Sheila, the Ford family, Rod Wood, for supplying the resources and providing everything that we needed to make sure that we have everything in order to have success. But it was extremely helpful. We're living in a virtual world, and so just from a remote standpoint, with the communication being streamlined through the use of technology, and a lot of the other things, it definitely streamlined the meetings, and it made the meetings a lot more resourceful and vivid, for sure.
That is Brad Holmes, the GM of the Detroit Lions, talking about the draft. 248-539-9797. Champ and Chop every Monday. Get your votes in. Well, let's get back to your open line calls as we go to Robin Novi. He's next. Hi, Rob.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Scott.
What's up?
Doug, I normally call in you be honest with you, he had a strong year last year, but before that, he kind of not really so I don't really expect much out of that. You know, same with Brock Wright, who's just a big, you know, physical tight end. Again, I don't, you know, I think he's come close to comparing to Hawk, but yeah, he's not a Cole Kmet.
Was he behind? Yeah, he was behind two other tight ends there, wasn't he? Did they just draft Notre Dame's third string tight end?
Well, he's more of a blocking tight end.
Yeah, absolutely. Not so much receiver, but they're both, you know, like Brandon Stevenson. So, you know, he's definitely an experienced, and he played under guys like Cole Kmet and others. But the one guy that I'm most excited about is Tommy Kramer, the offensive lineman. He played under Mike McGlinchey and Wes Nelson. He's big, 6'6", 20. He's a graduate senior, so he's a veteran. That is one I would definitely watch. Like, yeah, obviously don't want to get too excited about undrafted free agents, right? But if there's one guy to keep an eye on, in my opinion, is Tommy Kramer, 100%.
Well, a couple of years ago, we got pretty excited about an undrafted free agent guard by the name of Bo Benchwall from Wisconsin that we couldn't believe went undrafted.
Still don't understand what happened.
But, I mean, apparently it was totally justifiable because a couple of years later, he's made almost nary a ripple at the NFL level. Nary a ripple. Not sure why I went there. But anyway, the point being, he hasn't made an impact at all, so maybe it's totally justifiable. McKinley seems like he could be interesting. Big and physical receiver. I just feel like that room has a lot of empty chairs, just begging people to come sit in them. Talking about the wide receiver room. But, you know, I mean, Kramer was a really good player. And, you know, the offensive line, I'm guessing he would project as just a backup, a depth guy, but so be it.
Well, but he was first team all ACC. He missed a game because of an appendectomy that he had in November, which is obviously nothing that's going to be troubling. But the troubling thing is he had right shoulder surgery back in January. So I always worry about shoulders and backs when it comes to offensive linemen. But as an undrafted free agent, you know, I would imagine he's going to be ready to go come training camp. See what they get there. But it's the offensive lineman. I'm always looking to see if they can get somebody. It feels like that's always a position that somebody's available, undrafted free agent wise. And I hope that they hit on this. But I really want this team to get back to practicing in pads and hitting, because of the top two picks they have, neither were played this past season. And so getting back in pads and actually hitting somebody is going to be foreign to them, because it hasn't happened in a long time. And those are two guys that you put a lot of draft capital into. You got to hit on those guys and see them hit the ground running.
The top two players that they had in this draft, you're right, were both opt-outs, Sewell and Levi Wuzarike. 248-539-9797. Jamal is in Detroit and next. Hi, Jamal.
Starting route to 1630 Beverly Street.
What's up, Jamal?
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto Orchard Lake Road.
Ranking from Marshall, I think that's the starting line. Because you can move Jamadi to the end. And,
At the next light, turn right.
In Western Kentucky, he had turnover, recovery, just everywhere.
Tavante Beckett is, I don't know if everybody heard you, Tavante Beckett's a linebacker for Marshall. And when I saw him sign, I'm like, ooh, okay, let's see what we got here. And when I watched him, God, I seriously wasn't impressed, Jamal. I mean, look, I hope you're right. I hope
At the
I'm wrong.
light,
It'd be
turn
great,
right
but
onto Orchard
he
Lake
didn't look
Road.
particularly big nor fast.
But he got the discipline to read the gaps that he's shooting like he's slammed. I don't know, like, I can't compare him to third linebacker, but I think he is tackle, you know what I'm saying? And
Well, he's listed at 5'10", 220, and running a 4.7, which I guess that if you're going to be 5'10" and 220, I would have thought you would have been faster than 4.7. But 40
In
times per day.
2.9 miles, turn left onto Beverly Street.
I mean, it can work. It's killing me. receiver is welcome. Quite frankly, any linebacker is welcome. I'm not stoked about Beckett necessarily, but we shall see. 248-539-9797. Keith is in Southfield and next. Hi, Keith.
Stay in the left lane.
Thanks for taking my call. Just a couple things. First, I give the Lions A-, for somebody's going to be perfect for us. But I think, they got a lot of the positions that we needed. Second, sleepers, that linebacker and that running back. Not to start the running back, but he could make the team, the roster, that third back. Because I think the guy that we got, that I think he's just about out of his contract with the knee injuries, I don't think he's going to be around.
I was wondering if taking this guy in the 7th round puts Kerryon Johnson on notice.
Absolutely. They're going younger, and that's a good thing. And the last thing, guys, and maybe you can explain this to me. Here in Detroit, we complained about Stafford never winning a playoff game, never winning anything. We get a quarterback that's basically young, that has experience in all of those, all the way from Super Bowl to winning division, and we want to just say, get rid of him, let's get Justin Fields, because he's going to take us to the Super Bowl, boy. Why? I don't get it. Evidently, Holmes and the organization know more about golf in that situation than we do. And Sean McVay better win a Super Bowl next year, or now we know it's Sean McVay.
Well, it's funny because, Gator, I saw a mock draft for 2022, and we haven't really gone there yet, but it had the Lions picking first and the Rams picking last.
I may have seen the same one.
Which would put...
Not gonna lie, I went hunting last night for 2022 mock drafts.
But if you do that, it means the Lions will have 3 of the top 33 picks. First, 32nd, and 33rd. But it'd be interesting to be able to go back-to-back at the end of the first and the beginning of the second, wouldn't it?
It would, and I think I saw 3 or 4 different mock drafts last night for 2022, and the Lions were always picking the top 5, and I think a couple of them had them going with the quarterback, a couple different quarterbacks, and then one of them had them going with the edge rusher from Oregon.
At 1 o'clock, here what a Lions insider had to say about the draft. 148, Gator shoots the boot for his guarantee that did not come through. String it live on Twitch.
In the freezer right now.
97.1 the ticket.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Did you know that in 2020, the average homeowner gained $20,000 in home equity? You can start on home improvement projects or pay off lingering debt with the increasing equity in your home. Hall Financial's one-of-a-kind process allows the majority of our loans to close in 10 business days or less. Take advantage of historically low mortgage interest rates and go to davidhallmortgage.com.
Hall Financial, NMLS ID 1467435, Equal Housing Lender.
Come on, come in, let the fun begin.
At MichiganLottery.com, the one place you'll find exclusive games like Queen of Diamonds and Michigan Cash Draw, plus Powerball and Mega Millions that can reach $1 million. Cash out online or at your favorite store, and all proceeds support Michigan schools and businesses. Get 100% match on your first deposit of $100 plus free games. Sign up with promo code
Wait 1 mile. Turn left onto Beverly Street.
Sometimes in business, the unexpected comes calling. From rent increases, to increased orders, to, I'm gonna say it, unprecedented times. But don't bounce back. Bounce forward with Comcast Business. Bounce forward with fast, reliable internet on a network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses and gives you the flexibility to update your bandwidth in just a few clicks. Be fast, be flexible, be ready for what's next, and bounce forward with Comcast Business. Help your business bounce forward with this amazing offer. Get started with a powerful and reliable internet and voice solution from Comcast Business. Starting at just $35 each month for 24 months for 2 years when you buy both. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to find out more. Restrictions apply. Limited to new Comcast Business 35 megas per second internet and low mobility customers. Early termination fee applies. Enrollment and no auto pay required. Call for details.
Drew listed on the market with a realtor who just couldn't get it sold? No
breed would you say Satchmo is? I have to go with maybe a lavish terrier hound chihuahua looking kind of mix.
In half a mile,
Tremendous dog.
the destination is on your left.
Satchmo's coloring.
1630
White, green,
Beverly
brown,
Street.
black, brindle, simply marvelous. You know, it's such a treat to watch a dog like this. Now, let's see him in action. Look how he makes eye contact with his person. That's actually known as the treat stare. How intuitive. And now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles. Ah, the happy dance, so common with this group. And finally, the loving face lick. It's great how he just gets in there and, well, licks. Fantastic. But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one. Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff. But still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that
The destination is on your left. 1630 Beverly Street.
Those jobs.
Arrived.
And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you'll create jobs. And isn't that worth partying with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill.